on the road to get things going.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Blue draw quarters.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, lock it. Step.
Operating from the gun, Jones. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Allen now looks to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Leonard Williams in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. It's hauled in by Lee Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard.
Kicks that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's got some space here. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 21. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Around and Saquon Barkley. Accelerating, and off he goes. Giants. Yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. In the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and makes creases like they were able to exploit right there.
He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
First down, Bills.
21-3 is your score after one.
The score, Giants 21, Bills 3.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Ready? 50, plant.
That's a gain of 5.
Leo, get it.
On 3rd down, Jones. And Ingram holds it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it, and I can't wait to see.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyler Fackrell, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. To try again after the sack. Allen, he's got the connection to Cole Beasley. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
Let's go. 8-3.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
49, guys. Mike, 49. It's just, hey, Charlie. It's just me and
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. About 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for him.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas good with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken short. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
And here's Allen to throw again. Going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, deep.
A final shot before half for Allen. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills claw one back. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. Past the 20. There he goes right side. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 48 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Rosas to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit. Maybe.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
49 to Mike. Oh, you got deep? Check the back. Protein, spit that.
On 1st down, Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
18 Gator. Where's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Here we go. Here we go. Watch that. Watch that. Check 26. Check 26. Check. Crunch. 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 Shift. Speed grip.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Showing it. Check 31. Check smooth.
Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 52 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Bang, 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 bang. Shift.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
We play to win. Let's
The Bills take
go.
over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things?
Realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the run, it's Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
Go! 70, Indy. Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
At the 11-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Leo.
They'll go to Barkley again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time